More than a dozen pet rabbits found abandoned in a Bridgeport park, and many of them were badly injured and nearly starving. The animals were brought to several different shelters, including Red Door Animal Shelter in Rogers Park.
Well, tonight we're talking with Catherine Soldener and Michael Locke from Red Door. Welcome to both of you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
First obvious question, tell us how the rabbits are doing now.
Well, they're doing much better now that they're safe and indoors and have the access to things that rabbits need, like plenty of Timothy hay, fresh greens, clean water. But they came in with a variety of bite wounds, abscesses, parasites. Some of the abscesses were very bad. One of them had an eye injury. So, depending on the severity of the issues that they came in with, some may have a long road to recovery. But of the 16 that survived, we're hoping for the best.
Wow. So, what do you think happened that led to the animals being abandoned?
Yeah, so we don't entirely know, but in a situation like this, it could have been a breeder who was unloading rabbits. Sometimes these rabbits will come from a hoarding situation. Sometimes people will get rabbits from pet stores, thinking they have two males or two females, and then because they're not educated and don't get information from the pet stores where they purchase them, they have accidental litters and get overwhelmed and end up dumping them in situations like this.
Come spring, it's common to see rabbits in the wild. They'll start populating the neighborhoods, but people don't realize that those rabbits are very different from the ones that people keep as pets. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I think that people equate rabbits with kind of like with hamsters. They think that they have a short lifespan. They think that they're cage animals, and they're not. They're kind of more like
Cat or a dog.
a cat. I always say they're like a cat crossed with a horse, um, because they're independent, but they're also loving and social. They also have like extra vet needs and exotic vet needs, which can be really expensive. And the food is really different. So they need lots of fresh greens, they need unlimited Timothy hay and water. And a lot of people think that rabbits actually live off of carrots, which they absolutely do not, and they don't even in the wild either. Um, Often people aren't educated that you need to actually fix a rabbit like a cat or a dog. And what ends up happening is the rabbit becomes very hormonal, they become very destructive, they become extremely territorial, and people end up dumping them at a young age because of that. If people waited and they fixed the rabbit, then they would realize that you can actually litter train the rabbit, and not have them defecate all over the house like many people think. So it's just very specialized. We don't want our domesticated rabbits to go outside, especially here in Chicago. There's tons of predators and lots of diseases that they can catch and can kill them. So we really they're great city animals because they stay in your home and you can care for them and have such a loving relationship with them. But people also believe that rabbits are starter animals for small children, and we actually advise against that because their bones are so light, which makes they can run and they can jump and things like that, but they're also really prone to breakage. So these are just some of the things that even though there are commonalities between domesticated rabbits and wild rabbits, there's a lot of things that are very different about.
That was a great education. I mean,
Yeah,
so much
they're a lot of work.
that we really didn't know that someone like me, I've seen people keep animals in kind of cages or pets and you're saying that's not what you do. So people just really have to be well researched and well prepared if they want to take a rabbit as a pet.
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. Hey, will these be up for adoption before we let you two go? These the ones you just found.
Actually, although they have kind of a long road.
Some are going to need extensive medical care, but once they're fixed, spayed spayed, neutered, and cleared to go, then absolutely they'll be up for adoption.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and our best to those cute little rabbits.
Yeah.
Thank you for really spending your time to nurse them back to health.
Really a great thing your organization's doing. And we'll put this information on our website if you want to learn more about Red Door, or perhaps try and adopt one of the rabbits after they get nursed to health by the both of you who do wonderful things for these animals. So thank you so much for your time.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.